So we're supposed to have another video or two, but I don't know what happened.
I was going to ask you the same thing. I was like, there was only 2 videos there, sir.
That was two, huh?
It was 2 or 3. I don't think it definitely wasn't all of them.
That happened a few weeks ago, didn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's
kind of funny.
Well, I got to go figure out what happened.
You know what's going to happen?
I'm glad I wasn't like picking my nose or something. Because this thing's set up, you can set up triggers, right? So when one video, it triggers the next video, and then the next,
I think that's the problem is it's not triggering like 2 or 3 of the videos.
The last video triggers my camera, but that's not the last video.
Yes. Well, that one they just played was the last video because it's the national anthem.
Oh, it was the national anthem.
Yes, the national anthem always triggers triggers it because that is the last video.
Oh yeah,
I did. Missed like 2 or 3 of the middle.
We had 3 videos then, right? I thought it was 4. I just miscounted right here.
What's that?
Well, let's just say it's Jamie Biajowski's fault, right? Let's do that.
Yeah, it's always Jamie's fault. That's what I'd say too. Jamie Brodowski.
Right? Man.
What's up,
Pippin? Do you know this character right here? Do you know him?
I've met him a couple times for sure, yes.
He put the Base Wars decals all over his car.
I know that was that big one that he put right down the side of a Slamology, right?
Silver car. Yeah, he put one on each side, one on the hood, I think one on the back also.
Wow, that's badass, dude. Oh yeah.
If I thought I could find it really fast, I would poke it up for you. But
what up, Ray?
Hey, Ray. Yeah, Ray, there's some people gunning for you in that crowd loud. They're coming. They're coming for you. So you got a target on your back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's quite a few guys that came out the woodworks the last month or 2.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so you are paying attention. You are like awake. Okay, I see. Okay. All right. Well, then let's go.
Yeah.
What's up, Pop?
Yeah, Ray. We had a guy come out the gate at a 43.5, but he popped his windshield and his side glass out. Devin Crawford, I don't know if you know him.
In what class?
Chris Gordon is coming also. He's close. He got it, but it was a tone and not music. So that was a problem. And so we pulled that score off. They pulled that score off themselves. So that was kind of cool.
Off of what class?
Did that. Huh?
Which class?
That's Crowd Loud.
Crowd Loud.
Ray's got our record right now to 42 and some change. He's had it all year.
We've got a couple guys down here that are really, really gunning for that. So I think
there's a couple guys over in the East that are also.
Yeah, we definitely got a couple guys definitely gunning for that one.
Yeah.
42 flat. Oh, that's what's up, Ray. Nice.
Yeah.
Got to go to the store and get some beer. Well, you lay it on that one.
Everybody needs a Base Wars t-shirt, y'all.
I agree.
Everybody needs a Base Wars t-shirt. Most of your judges have some. If they don't,
everybody
go to basewars.org. Right?
Got to show that Bubba Steven. Look. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
He's got quite a few of them. Make sure you hit up his as well. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, I haven't done the data yet. I mean, I haven't done the data yet for this last weekend shows. So I haven't seen.
Did you wait till you see the data on a couple of my shows from this weekend, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say I had Charles Smith, which we all call him Debo. Mm-hmm. He has a Jakar build up here, and he came out at a 63-64 in a music class and held it the whole time. Dang. Wait till you see the scores. I'm telling you. Wait till you see the scores. Guys are going to be like, what the fuck? He's cheating. He's not. I promise you.
Which
I
Jakar build is it? Is it the
It's-
old pickup?
No, it's the Blazer that he built for Charles. Sorry,
I don't
it's the
know if
one
I
that
know.
he took that reclaimed wood and he did like the whole epoxy finish over the top of it, and it's a very bad, very 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 badass build. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
But wait till y'all see that scores, and let's just say there's a little bit left in the reserves. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That thing is nasty. He finally got it coming out hitting hard, and I'm like, what the? I think it was in Typhoon and another class. I think he did like a 62, 63 in Typhoon.
Dang.
And I'm telling you, I
Pretty
promise,
strong.
God is my witness, it was no cheating at all.
Right.
And I was like, what the
Hey.
hell?
You know what? Hey, sing to him for just a second. I'm gonna look for a score sheet. I want to talk about something. Be right back.
Oh, say can't. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So what's up, everybody? What's up? Let's see if I can let the sand out at Mayhem. You're gonna have to. I'm telling you, Jamie. You guys just you're gonna have to let it come alive. You know, we're less than a couple weeks away from finals. Well, I say a couple weeks is probably about less than a month away, I would say. Just short or just shy of a month away. So I can't wait. Dan O'Brien will be joining me Wednesday night live Base Force. Okay. That's what's up. Always glad to see Dan O'Brien bring his butt back up in here and act like he's still a judge. Damn it. Wake up. Can't hear you, Billy. If you're talking, I can't hear you, Billy. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
He had a couple of good shows, and then he went MIA.
I know, right? I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? I got a show this weekend. Where's your show this weekend? I'll be up in Grand Rapids, Nebraska this weekend with all them. Where are you going to be?
Me?
No, Dan O'Brien.
Dang.
I was wondering where he's going
Probably
to be.
somewhere cold.
Tim Jones. What's up, Tim? Putting 20 subs. All right, that's what's up. Got time to see that. Yeah, I got Grand Rapids on Sunday. You got SD on Saturday. All right, that's what's up. Horton or Horton, however you say that. South Dakota. What's up, Denise? How are you, ma'am? What's up, Russell? How are you, sir? Yeah, no, we got some fun coming. There's going to be just a little bit of changes coming in the ways of scores and things that are run next year, but for the most part,
I wanted to talk about right now.
Don't panic. It's all going to stay the same, but just a little bit of changes to make it fun for everybody, I guess, is what I should say.
Yeah. We need to come up with some names, man.
Yeah.
Because if I have to pick them, I want to put this out like no later than 2 weeks from now. I really wanted to have it out before now. But
remember, I have a show the day after finals.
Yeah.
I do that new score sheet for the day after finals. I have it.
So, y'all, this is what the plan is. The plan is to break out all the demo classes into 3. We're gonna talk about Typhoon. It will be a trunk class for Typhoon, and then a 0 to 500 inches and up to 10,000 watts in Typhoon, and then a 500 plus inches and unlimited watts in Typhoon. So every class will be broke up that way, except Hurricane. Hurricane, we're not doing a trunk class because just not many trunks going to compete in lower than 19 hertz, 19 or lower. I didn't say there's not the occasional trunk.
I was going to say, I don't know about that.
But most of the time, that's just not, probably, I just think that would be a waste of class if I tried it. So anyway, we need to come up with names for that trunk the trunk and the up to 500 inches into each class.
In each class, huh?
Oh, cool deal. Yeah, and y'all don't want me to have to come up with these names because I'm really bad at it, right? So throw some names out there for our demo classes. So I thought about doing something like some of the speaker companies do. They'll do Hurricane and then Hurricane. We could do Hurricane V2, V3 kind of thing. That really doesn't fit. That really doesn't,
No, let's figure it out. Well, how about we let people think about it for a week and message me or Billy with some of your guys' ideas, and maybe we can by next show we can have names.
Yeah, message Jimmy with ideas.
Fucker.
So
okay, yeah, no, I mean seriously.
Yeah. So that's one that we need to come out. We're also going to have another class. It's kind of like the judge will pick a number, say 122, and you'll turn your knob up and play music and get as close as you can without going over, kind of thing. We need a name for that class.
Dead nuts.
Yeah, I guess we could leave it at that.
Because you have to be dead nuts on the score.
Yeah. So I watched when I was in Tennessee, I went and watched a couple of the base races, DB Drag's version of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, they get into it. I mean, they get chairs out beside, they sit there and they just concentrate on not my thing, but they are totally into it. We'll try one. But they have it like 129, 139, 149, whatever. We're not going to do that. So we're just going to, like Jimmy, you as the judge, you'll pick it that day. You'll pick the number. So they'll just have to kind of go to whatever number that you pick.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
I did that at 712 Boom because I borrowed Tajan's car and I actually ran that class, and it's harder than people think it is. I'll be honest with you. When it comes right down to it, I mean, unless you have time to just sit and play and to tinker with your stuff, it's harder than you think it is because you have to stop. You can't go over.
The question.
Because if you go over, you
I asked the question, what's to stop them from just, okay, I need to put it on volume 29 and I'm there, right?
Nothing.
They said that doesn't work because of the temperature, the humidity, things change. So,
yes, sir.
So, but originally I thought you guys just picked that number so that we don't have the same thing, and it would keep us from 100% copying another org, right? Because we're doing something a little different. But I didn't know things changed in every way like that. So,
but if you think about it, though, I mean, in all honesty, like if you make it so, like at my show, every time I go to a show, like one show, it could be you have to hit a 132. The next show, it might be you have to hit a 152. The next show, it might be you have to hit a 119. If I keep mixing it up like that, people can't plan it out and can't pre-plan it out. So it doesn't matter with the weather. The weather's not going to matter because you have to do it right there.
That was my thought.
I actually really like that a lot. I'll be honest with you. I really.
So we need a name for that class.
Call it Bullseye.
Huh?
Bullseye.
That's not bad. I'm write that down.
Because you have to be dead on the score. There's not well, I mean, you don't have to be, but the closest person to that score hits a bullseye wins.
Yeah, that's good. That's a
potential. I kind of like bullseye.
That's a definite potential. Yeah. So that's all of the changes. I think I mentioned last week that some of the class powers were going to change, maybe. And that's it. That's all our changes for the year. No big changes.
Some new classes might make people build for that class. Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to stay away from, to be honest with you. We don't want you to build your vehicle just for that one class because we want you to have fun. And, this is the person I was talking about right there. Debo in the house.
Right.
Coming out swinging with them big numbers. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Telling you, swinging with them big numbers. I wish I had it right in front of me. I could tell you. Charles, what was your exact numbers on the 2 classes? Will you say, please?
Right.
You have to have 5 shows per class, Charles.
No, Pop Tart. I haven't counted the things yet. So this ghost class that Pop Tart's been doing, it is basically our sudden death thing, except it's only a minute 15 as opposed to 3 minutes.
Oh, deathmatch.
Yeah, but he's calling it the ghost class.
Some people up here love the death match. I had Isaac Scrunchfield this weekend literally ran the death match twice. He was the only one in the class, but he still ran it twice.
Right.
He's like, I'm ready for finals. I'm running that shit. Speaking of which,
so this class is this one is just it is just less time really, which is okay because there's some people that wouldn't do it.
I know that's the whole purpose of it, though. It's called the Whoopin' Cooker for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And he says the judge picks the song. Yeah. Dang.
And trust me, he could get that in Typhoon as well.
Wow.
He wouldn't go back up and rerun. He didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isaac made me that this weekend. It's badass. Appreciate you, Isaac Scrunchfield.
That is cool.
Thank you very much. But yeah, no, Charles, I'm telling you, he's got. I don't know, Charles. I don't know how many shows you have, sir. Hopefully, you paid for your membership, and you need to figure that out. I'll be honest with you guys. I do not keep track of that. I'm sorry. Matthew will be in here in just a little bit. He was grabbing dinner. It was just a little after 6:30 that he was grabbing dinner with the family, so he'll be in here in just a little bit, guys. Be patient.
Yeah. So we had a particular location lined up in Tennessee, but we're going to have a much cooler location now. But we're waiting in the morning for the go ahead to announce that. So 2
finals there, correct? I don't understand what you're saying, sir. There's actually like 4 or 5 locations that we're going to be having finals from, and we're going to do it via live. We all basically go live and send our scores to Billy, and Billy types it all out and puts it all out live, and he keeps up with scores. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. What's up, Isaac? How are you, sir? I haven't seen you in a minute.
Definitely going to be in Tennessee. Definitely going to have one in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Not two that I know of. Jake Luke is going to do one, but I think he's probably doing it in Mississippi, North Mississippi. Of course, Richard had his location months ago out in California, and his is in Bakersfield.
Yes, sir.
I think Brad is wanting to do one, but I hadn't talked with him about it, and that would be somewhere probably in Oklahoma. Jimmy's doing his in Kansas City, right?
Actually, Kansas.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, Kansas and Kansas City. Yeah, there's a big
one
difference.
Of them's a state, one of them's a city. Is that right or wrong?
One's in Missouri and one's in Kansas.
Huh?
One's in Missouri and one's in Kansas.
Which one's where?
Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City or Kansas is where I'm doing the show. It's at My Audios, which I believe is in Olathe, Kansas.
Oh, it's in what?
Olathe, Kansas.
Really?
Or it's either Olathe or Lenexa. I think actually
I've seen it before. So Lenexa, which is a suburb of Kansas City?
Kansas. No, just Kansas. It's in Kansas. It has nothing to do with Kansas City. Kansas City is Missouri.
Oh, okay. So what city do you live in?
Kansas City, Kansas. It's basically.
Man, I'm confused.
Trust me, it's confusing as hell, dude. Basically,
hold on.
Missouri is here and Kansas is here, and I'm like I'm kind of technically in the middle of both of them.
So there does exist a Kansas City,
Kansas side. I am on the Kansas side, not the Missouri side.
But so there is a Kansas City, Kansas,
Yes.
and
And
there's
there's
a
also a
Kansas City,
Kansas City,
Missouri.
Missouri. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
It's
and
silly.
Lenexa
It's
is
in Kansas.
a suburb of Kansas City.
No. Lenexa is
How close
only-
is it to Kansas City, Kansas?
Kansas City, Kansas. From my house, it's a good 25-minute drive.
I call that a suburb of Kansas City, Kansas, of Kansas
I mean,
City,
if you
Kansas.
think about it, though, Kansas, the state is Topeka.
Huh?
Topeka is the state
What's-
of Kansas.
Huh?
Huh?
You're losing me, man. Topeka is in the state of Kansas. Kansas City is in the state of Kansas. And Lenexa is just on the outside of Kansas City, Kansas. Is that right?
Well, I wouldn't say on the outside, but yeah.
It's close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's why we call there you go. That's why it's called the greater metro area. There you go. That's
And what is the greater metro
I'm not going down that road right now. Damn, Billy. Stop it. No.
Probably it's Kansas City, period, right? Both states.
Yeah, I would say it's
That'll be
basically like that.
okay.
Yeah.
So I bet Lenexa is
Lenexa-
part of the greater metro.
No, sir.
area.
And that's with its own little snobby community all out by itself.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
a rich neighborhood. Cool.
It's like a little Richie suburb neighborhood. Yes, sir.
I got you. Okay.
I guess if you'd want to say it, I would consider it like a Richie rich suburb neighborhood.
Yeah. Little town. Okay.
Yeah, kind of little town.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
But anyway, so it's really close to Kansas City, Kansas. Is that right?
20 minutes away. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah.
if we tell people that's about in Kansas City's kind of the overall, like if somebody was asking where's it at and they were in California, you would say Kansas City, right?
Oh, I'd say it's in Kansas, in Lenexa, Kansas, is where I would say.
But nobody knows of Lenexa, Kansas.
I mean, it's its own little. It has its own zip codes, Billy. It's not like I'm making these up.
Mm. All right. Well,
Yes, the GPS words there, David. Shut up.
right.
Absolutely.
All right. I forgot where we're going, but anyway, yeah, we got some locations for finals.
Yes, sir.
The one in Tennessee's up there. We're not sure. Jordan will be in Mobile, Alabama. Melissa ain't made up her mind yet. Let's see, who else might there be?
I don't know. Sounds to me like you're going to have your hands full. There's going to be like 15 people trying to call you at once.
Everybody's going to be trying to hotspot. Most of them are going to fail, and my day is going to be easy. Yeah, I don't remember if Dan was doing one in South Dakota or not.
Dan, who?
He may have. If he did, I just forgot. Y'all will go to UAF.
UAF, yeah.
In Mobile.
Excited for finals and yep. And this. See, appreciate you for sure.
Dan said he is going to have himself a finals.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go, for sure. I'm going to I will have a show Saturday and Sunday here. We'll do a show the day of and doing one right after. Will be the
I
New
remember Tony said he's going to have one in Ohio also. I'm not sure if Brandon in Indiana said he was or not. I can't really remember. He's working hard to get those guys 5 shows. So, which, man, well, y'all, never mind. I won't go there. we've been asked several times to not enforce the 5-show thing in some of the new areas, but we don't have many rules, but the ones we do, we enforce them, and so we're not going to do that in some of those places that really want us to. I mean,
I feel sorry for you guys. I really do. And I'm sorry that it's happened to you, but it's not fair to everybody else that we've made work their ass off all year long.
Well, and there's always next year,
Yeah.
Now,
I do feel
say if you come to 10 shows and you scattered your shows about, if you did 4 shows in Typhoon and 1 in, Cyclone, and you want to come in Typhoon, I'd probably let that Cyclone one count, kind of thing. But we ain't trying to just be harsh, but there are people that just weren't, run their butt off to get to the shows, and I would be slapping them in the face if I let that happen for everybody that just wanted to have 2 shows and come to finals. We can't do that. Yeah, Demo Wars. Now, so the Demo Wars, see that's a judge class. So Judge has got, Greg has got some celebrity judges to judge the finals over there for Demo Wars. And so he's going, if you want to compete in Demo Wars, you kind of got to go there. That's all I can do. Can't help that. If it's judged, you got to be judged by the same judges. You can't spread judges out across the country like that. That being said, next year, I'm asking all the judges to have a show 6 weeks prior to finals. We'll pick that date and have that be your regional finals. So, Jimmy, I hope you'll have a finals in your area, right? And I hope every other judge will do the same thing. And hopefully we can all do it on the same day and we can make a nationwide thing out of it, Not that the scores will combine and stuff, but, we could watch one another kind of deal. We don't want the scores to combine on that one.
No, absolutely not.
My God, 6 classes. That's a lot.
We don't have all that. We don't have all that.
When we kick off the new year, this little code right here, it's also on the tents, the people that have the new tent tops. But you'll scan this to be entered in the drawing. And every week on the live stream, we will pick a winner, and Kicker partnered with us. You'll get a goodie in the mail. We haven't decided exactly what that goodie is, but it won't be like a T-shirt or something where we got to have a bunch of different sizes. Be something else. And at the end of the year, every entry of this goes into a big drawing at the end of the year. At the end of the year, be a big system given away. Kicker's doing that for us. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah.
Badass. Dad, I'm so ready to. Sure.
Hey, Jason.
How you doing, sir?
You know Jason?
No.
He's always got some good builds. Right?
You're such a silly butt. God, I love it. Man, I miss you, Bill. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I like the things that are useful,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's up, Marcus? How are you, sir? So, let's see. My phone is blowing up here. Let me look at it real quick just to make sure it ain't somebody that I need to talk to. Sorry.
I wonder if we could get a big bulk of like thumb drives.
This is.
So how many reruns at finals? So here's the thing about that. many as you need, just like normal. But some judges, if they're really populated, probably will cut those reruns off sooner than later.
I was gonna say
So
I
they
haven't
want to
think
make sure everybody gets through the lane. Now, here's the deal. You guys, I don't force the judges a certain time frame. So it could be, like last year, Richard shut his finals down at like 3 p.m. when we did our nationwide show, because that was 6 p.m. for like Greg and them. So to stop everybody at the exact same time, he had to stop really early, which is fine for him, and most any of us would be okay doing that. But so this year, I think we make whatever we make the cutoff. Some judges may stop early, is what I'm telling you. If I said, Richard, okay, Richard, please stop by 6. Well, to Greg Kelly, that's 9. So finals might not be over till 9 p.m. that night. So with that being said, if Greg were to shut down at 6, Richard still got 3 hours to go putting up scores or whatnot. You don't want to sandbag, because if Greg stops at 6 and somebody comes and hammers a score, you don't have the opportunity to rerun. So you want to give it all you got when you're there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I was going to agree with him. I mean, when it comes right down to it, because I mean, unfortunately, I had it happen to me last year. One guy came up, put up score, thought he was in second or third place, and later on that night, after Billy ran everybody else's score, he got bumped down to 4th place.
Now
but he thought he was in 3rd, but
listen,
it happens,
Yeah, the scores as they send them to me, I'll be putting them in another computer and broadcasting them here on Facebook and YouTube. So they won't be real time, but they'll be really close. As fast as they send me them scores, I put them in there. So all day they'll be rolling.
And see, what I do is I have another TV set up at my booth off to the side that is running scores constantly. So as soon as Billy types them in, they run it on the computer. So, I mean, there is a little bit of a lag and a little bit of a delay. So I would say, like Billy's saying, at 5 o'clock, if you think you won at 5 o'clock, you might want to hold your breath until 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, it ain't that we haven't put the scores in yet. It simply is that somebody else hadn't finished,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, they do have the advantage to if Richard is later, right, then, you might can wait and see what the East Coast guys do. But, and then go try to get it, that's just unlucky. The alternative is, Greg, let's say Greg or Greg in this case, because he's Tony, all them, they want to stay up till 9. Whatever time we say that cutoff is going to be, which I think 8 o'clock is a good time. I think that's a good average time, 7 or 8. Then, that's when you can look at those results and know who won and who didn't. Last year, we had them all stop at the exact same time, but that made Richard stop his at 3.
You'll be able to stop at our time.
So you ask, well, why don't we just do that right now? Right? Why don't we do the same thing? Richard wouldn't mind, right? Richard travels a long ways. Most of his competitors probably wouldn't mind, But think about the future when we got people in other countries, because that's coming, right? Trinidad this year, they're not time-wise far off of us, but they didn't have enough shows to participate in finals. But next year, I think we're going to have some other countries that are further away that'll be able to participate. And so
badass.
We're not going to be able to say, okay, we're stopping at 6 p.m. because that might be noon for those guys, kind of thing. So probably what we will wind up going to is a full weekend, probably a full weekend.
Let everybody qualify and put up a good score on Saturday, and then maybe reruns.
I'll have to really sit and look at the time frames, but likely we may have a solid 24-hour, finals.
It'd be kind of fun to do a 24-hour.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, and I think everybody else will be excited to be in real time against one another, looking at that scoreboard. You got this guy's in Brazil, this guy's in Kansas, and they're battling it out,
That'd be pretty badass. They really would
I
be.
think so.
I mean, regardless of the time, if it's 2 a.m. or it's 12 p.m. for them, they could still be. That would be fun. I'm telling you, a 24-hour. Because that's where we could take, and instead of having 50 different spots, we could have like 5 different locations. Say set up in the United States. We could do 5 different locations, and we could have all the judges come together in their region, their area, or whatever. Like Dan O'Brien, me and Dan O'Brien, and the other couple judges that are right here in my area. We could all go together and we could all run one show. That way, I wouldn't have to stay up 24 hours. Not that I couldn't do it, but
Right.
I have to stay up 24 hours. They wouldn't have to stay up 24 hours. We could kind of all do it in like a swing shift and help each other out and make it a really badass finals. That'd be cool. That's something we got to work on maybe next year.
I'm just guessing about that. We could get away with a shorter format this year, because it's just here in America, and we got 3 hours difference. That's workable, especially with Richard being okay with shutting down at 3 or so, whatever time.
Right.
But he starts early too, so they have plenty of time, And I don't even know how many members he has over there. A good, 20, 25, 30 maybe. So it's not like he's going to be running, 100 people that day. Like he sometimes runs a lot of people. So
it's just going to be fun. I really think.
I think it's gonna be fun too.
And here's another thing, and I'm just going to remind everybody, I love you guys. You guys are always more than welcome to come and hang out. But Saturday is just for people that run in finals. So if you're not qualified for finals, you're not going to be able to run.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait until Sunday. Sunday will be a free-for-all.
Have a good time.
Whatever. But Saturday will be just for the people. I had a couple people last year. Even after my 3rd year of doing it, I still had a couple people last year come and just wanted to run. It was like, I'm sorry. We're doing a finals format and we're live. No, I can't just stop and erase your score or do any of that. No, sorry. You have to go away. And I hated being an ass about it because I don't like pushing anybody away. But just no, sorry. Except you can run. No, you can't run anything, Pippin. The only thing you can run is your damn mouth. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited that it just is unfortunate that some competitions sites are going to have to close a little earlier than some. It just they don't have to, but I mean, in reality,
Yeah, I think it's one of the things
what it is. But we're not going to be able to fight this. This is coming for later. It's coming. So
people's going to have to realize, it's don't sandbag, don't sandbag just like you normally do. You better come out swinging your very first 1 or 2 runs. If you think that you fucked up your first run and you have to go charge and pull back in the lanes, you better come back and come swinging the next time, because you might not get a 3rd run. You never know how the day's going to go or how it runs on. So just think about it like that. Not that we're going to limit anybody. We want to let everybody run as many times as we can, but you never know. So just remember, your first 1 or 2 runs, you better come out swinging at the fence.
Yeah.
Just honestly look at it like that. Pretend that you only have 2 runs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it comes right down to it. You should just pretend that you only have 2 runs, and you're lucky as hell if you can get another run afterwards.
So this year, I don't know if you saw what we did last year. We will either do something like we did last year, or our awards will be something like a big metal plaque plate type thing, but it'll be custom it'll have your score and your name and your class and finals, all this kind of stuff. It'll be one of those two things. I've reached out to somebody to make an award for us. And I need to finalize that. Said he would, but time's a ticking. So I'm not sure exactly what the plan is there, but I'll talk to him next week. I'm gonna be out of pocket the rest of this week. So next week we'll finalize that. But at worst case scenario, it'll be like an 11 by 17, I think it is, piece of metal that's full color, and it'll have all your stuff will be in it. Your name will be imprinted in it. You know, it'll be in there, sublimated in there.
That's badass.
So,
that's badass. You know, we have thought about it, but to be honest with you, we don't really want to limit the amount of runs if possible. If I can let you run 5 times, cool. If I can't, then, you know, I mean, you got to understand that show. Just because we'll just say, for instance, that many of my shows, you're able to rerun like 3, maybe 4 times. At finals, you might only be able to run twice. So, I mean, you know, just for finals, yeah. I mean, I kind of get what you're saying.
yeah.
But each person is different, though, because just because I have and I'm saying me, and I don't mean to be rude by that, but let's just say I have a show where I have 5 people that show up, and Billy has a show where he's got 50 people show up. I might be able to let you rerun 15 times at my show, but at Billy's show, you might be able to only run twice.
Right.
So, I mean, that's why we're kind of not trying to limit that or actually put a number on it, because each show is going to be a little different.
So, yeah, if I had the photo that people wanted on there, I could definitely put that on the finals award. And I really thought about doing this, but my concern is the people wouldn't get me those pictures in time, because I don't want to wait on these awards. I want to get them done immediately and in your hands. So
kind of supplementing them just like you did the
yeah, getting the photos could be a problem. But you send me a photo quick, we get together on it, then yeah, I'm down to put the photo on there or whatever you like.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's what I'm telling you. You just get it when you're there.
I mean, that's kind of why I say, you know, just come swinging the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Pray to God your stuff holds up for the second time or third time.
Yeah, and listen, I know that some people don't think this, but we really are a smaller org, and in each location, nobody has a lot of members. So you ain't. I mean, I don't know who's got a lot of members. I don't know if any of them has more than 30. 30 or so. So you ain't talking about you got to run 1 million people that day. So there's time,
My truck in front of the base worst tipped.
I'll include if we do that. If they don't build the awards, I'll build a spot to put a photo in there.
Can you travel to the show you want? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not telling you have to go to, even if say for instance, I have a guy that's running in my finals that lives right next door to me, and he wants to travel down to Dan O'Brien for finals. He can go there. Or he can travel down to Jordan down in Mississippi. He can go down there. Wherever you guys want to go, we don't care. We're just trying to make it easier so you guys don't have to do a bunch of traveling for finals and still make it fun as a sanctioned organization.
Right, because most people not going to travel across the country for a finals.
No, and I mean, once we get the other spots like Trinidad and some of them other spots popping,
they couldn't do it anyway.
For finals, that's not fair. So I mean, we're trying to make it so it's for everybody.
Right.
Absolutely, Thomas. No problem, sir.
Right.
Well, David, you're more than welcome to go to wherever you want. Absolutely.
Let's put this in perspective, okay? So let's say the Australia guys get busy and the Trinidad guys get busy. Well, what would everybody think if we had finals over there?
At Trinidad? Yeah, exactly. You guys all got to go to Trinidad's?
It ain't going to happen. Right. So. Yep. Yep.
It says user quietest. But, that might happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, it's just like Billy says, we're not like some big, huge organization. We're not here to take over any organization. We're just here to have fun, and we're here to make it fun for you guys or
Yeah,
gal.
we are just trying to have fun. There ain't no doubt about that.
That's the biggest part about it is it's it's fun. If it ain't fun, then why are we doing it?
Yeah. Everybody really liked the that nationwide show we did. I hope I can get judges on board to do more of those.
The one that
Um,
that we did probably I
yeah,
don't know, it was in June or something. I think
yeah. And I would like to do about 3 or 4 of those a year, but
yeah,
um,
it was good.
I know it sucks that we're not all in the same spot, because that's fun. To have everybody in the same spot is fun,
It
and
is.
I hate that we don't have that. But the reality is, for the most people, they're just not going to travel across the country. So we
Well, and
will get more participation doing it the way we do it.
I was just getting ready to say, I agree with you. It's like, because I go to USACI finals, I go to Midwest SPO finals, I go to, quite a the other finals as well, and I have a blast there. But think about the people that couldn't afford to drive there or couldn't afford a hotel or their vehicle wouldn't make it and they couldn't tow it down there. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why a lot of competitors can't go to them shows because of money. And
Yeah.
the way Billy's made it, and it kind of makes sense. It makes it so much easier for everybody. And I'm not bashing any other organization by any means.
Yeah.
But it's just that's why I love the way it is. It's for you guys.
Some people may still have to travel and get a hotel room. We can't get everybody, but we're trying. Trying to make it to where it's not so much like that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right. Absolutely. There is a lot of people that will drive and go everywhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love my big show. Like I go down to Scraping the Coast every year. It's almost a 19-hour drive down there with me and my wife and my 2 little dogs. I do it every year, and I would never miss it. But it is what it is. I go to Slamology every year. That's a 7.5-hour drive for me.
Yeah.
But I love them.
That's
I
right.
love
7.5. Imagine it was 25 or 30, like the California guys have to come to the East Coast. Now, what's that going? Now, that is how many days off? Probably 2 days coming over, 2 days going back, 2 days there.
At least a week.
We're talking a week, man.
At least a week off of work.
If you have a wife and kids and, and you take their vacation from Disney World to go to a finals, man, you're in trouble.
All right, Jamie, just message Mama and let her know. Mama does all the reservations. Mama does the reservations, sir.
Yeah.
Is what a trophy behind Billy? No, that's all the judges. That is all the judges on the wall behind Billy.
That's a lot of them. Ain't all of them. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, USAC is, well, that's 9 for you. It's, man, I can't honestly remember. I think it's 2 hours less for me. But yeah, it's crazy. Well, I wouldn't say that, Jason. That's not true, but Jason, not Jason Blackboom.
Hey, I will share some numbers with you guys. It's kind of exciting, though. Last year, we doubled our everything from the year before. This year, we have doubled everything again. Everything from the number of runs, number of members, number of shows. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we did it again. We doubled again. So, if we do that next year, man, Lord help us. I'm going to need some help. Right?
I'll be in Arkansas as well. I plan on trying to go to Wake the Dead. I generally do go. What's up, Brad Manning? How are you, sir? Jason DeClue. Jimmy, you used to be loud. I'm still loud. My daily driver is still louder than anything you ever had. I'm just saying, I'll go put my car in the lanes right now, and I guarantee it's going to beat yours. Just like I always do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'll be glad to have them over. I always dread the awards. The first year what was the first year ones? That was those surfboards.
Surfboards, yes,
They were pretty
badass.
easy. Those were, we got those done pretty easy. The next year I did, which was almost 2 years because of the COVID thing, but is that the speaker cones speaker?
The kicker speaker ones, right?
Yeah. So, boy, I handled that really badly. So we were late on those trophies, and so I don't want that to happen again. Last year, I did some, and they lit up, and we had trouble getting the plug-ins for the lights. Jimmy, bring that thing closer.
This one?
Yeah. So anyway, I want to be really quick about getting the awards, but so what y'all are looking at is a lot of different pieces to make that, and that's a lot of covering of material. And those little pieces, like that piece on top, that thing was a pain to cover.
That's separate.
All those, those are covered in leather.
This generally would have had someone's name in it, but
that would, and then that was sublimated. That base wars thing in the middle is sublimated, and that number 3 at the top was sublimated, and then all that stuff is cut out. And then that tube he's got his hand on, that is tint, like you tint car. That's tint tubes that are covered in suede. Ain't that suede, Jimmy?
Yeah, this one's suede. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then of course the bottom has got the inserts. Yeah, not to mention those baskets. I had to drive up to Stillwater and get a bunch of those.
Baby.
Yeah, and then there's a cover on the bottom that's covered in that's velour, if I remember right, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
velour.
Yeah, it's a velour, but
yeah. So anyway, me and another guy built those, predominantly him, but man, that was a nightmare.
I still have whatchamacallit, Jason Miller's trophies upstairs that I'm going to be taking down to him. I can't remember when he's supposed to be coming and getting them. I have Jason Miller's trophies from last year upstairs. The different one. I didn't get none of them. I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, I got 2 of them laying over there. A couple people never claimed them. I don't know how to get in touch with them.
If they don't never claim them, just send me one.
Yeah, there's 2 of them over there.
I like just kind of keeping, from the year to year to year of how the trophies come out.
3rd place one. There are 2 3rd place ones over there somewhere.
I'll take one.
Right. I'll send it to you.
That's cool.
Because I got my office is full. It looks real clean, and I use this green screen so y'all don't see how messy it is, right? So, but yeah, man, behind this is a mess. Stuff just busting out the seams everywhere.
He's fibbing. It ain't that bad. He's the. Sorry, trying to catch up in a little of these comments here.
Yeah.
You hung out with who and Mike 2 weeks ago? Pippin? I'm sorry, I'm slow on that one. What's up, Chris? How are you, sir? So I will tell you, I'm kind of excited for the off time a little bit that I'm going to have. I have, maybe a month and a half, 2 months of winter here, and people don't like to come out to shows. So when that happens, I'm actually going to get my ass out into the driveway here and start welding up my cage on my Tahoe so I can start putting it together.
Yeah. I need to get to work on mine too.
I'm just, I've got everything, and I'm tired of looking at it, and I miss it. I mean, even after this weekend, hell, when I got in the laser with the fucking car this weekend and actually put up a score, I was like, oh, I miss it. It was fun.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's just a little stupid 140, but it was like, Oh, I missed this. This was fun.
Yeah. Well, when I get my truck done, I'm gonna hit the lanes with it for sure.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make all you guys realize that y'all should bow when I walk up. Right?
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Okay.
teach everybody what loud is. I can't wait.
I can't wait for that one either.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that one either, sir. I'm waiting for that one. So, where's Mr. Matthew Brown?
He's eating dinner, man.
Man, that man's really eating. Really, really eating. I just sent him a message. Oh, sorry, everybody. I do apologize. Matthew really was going to come in here tonight. It wasn't just a ploy to get everybody in here.
He probably, if you go out to dinner, it takes time.
True. Very true. Very true. Well, that he's probably got to go brush his teeth. You know, he has that kind of infectious ass smile that I always say he's got that infectious smile at the.
Right.
I can't even fake it as good as he does it.
No doubt.
To the lids this weekend.
Trying to find. There was one comment that I wanted to talk about. I can't find it now.
Big boys take a while they eat. Whatever, David. Whatever, man.
I don't see it. So y'all don't forget names for the new classes. We need names, and I'm putting them out soon. They're going to be bad names if I don't get some help.
Each class is going to be a trunk class. How did you say it?
So we have the same ones. We got hurricane, typhoon, cyclone, twister, and hot seat, and crowd loud. All of those classes are going to get broken up into 3. One of them needs to have trunk kind of involved in the name so people know it's trunks. But so we need names for all of them. So we have one of them, you might say Twister, right? That could be one. But Twister has 2 other classes now, and they need names. So it could be Twister Trunk, which I don't really like. It's kind of boring. Twister Trunk was easy because, but the other 2, they need names. So,
I kind of like it the way me and you talked about it, I don't know, probably about 3 or 4 months ago.
Which was?
We'll just say Typhoon. Typhoon Trunk, Typhoon Wall, Typhoon Extreme.
But we changed that. We didn't do wall or not wall. We did up to 500 inches.
Or Extreme. The last one should just be called Extreme.
No. The extreme vehicles have their own stuff. So we're talking, whatever trunk, like Typhoon Trunk, Typhoon up to 500 inches, and Typhoon over 500 inches. I don't know.
Now you want to get tough.
It's going to be bad if I have to come up with it. There's a couple things that I take into account that you guys probably wouldn't. Like, I would not name the class supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because I know that I make these graphics, and even some of the names that you guys give me make that graphic that wide, and it messes up everything. So short.
Lightweight and heavyweight.
1 syllable names would be good. Right?
Lightweight and heavyweight is what Isaac said.
Yeah, maybe. But if you think about putting a lightweight trunk or lightweight Typhoon, that's a long name on a graphic. Already people have trouble seeing it, So
you're right. I mean, you're right.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I agree with where you're going with that. It has to be simplified as well.
yeah.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, maybe you might have to do just something simple like Cyclone A, Cyclone B, Cyclone C.
Well, I don't know. We got a little time, but I'm telling you, by next week at end, I want to have this stuff out there. The reason I want to have this stuff out, I want you guys to know what you're getting into for next year. So in case you don't want to participate with us, you don't pay a membership. You don't owe us nothing. We want to be fair and upfront with you before you get vested into it. And so that's why. But yeah, I'll be, I think like J, the letter J, that might be what it is. Short, easy to make a graphic with that. Not really, but I'm just saying the names I come up with are going to be bad. And as far as the extreme builds, we got a demo class for them, and theirs is kind of wide open, but it's in the pro classes. So any extreme builds are going to go in that, and they all be against one another, regardless of the frequency. We may wind up doing one of those calculation type things to the lower frequency, the more score they get, kind of thing.
I think whatever we do, like say for instance, we do it for Typhoon, it should be the same for Hurricane, for Cyclone, for all the classes.
Yeah,
that way we don't have different names to remember.
Yeah, it will be.
So, I mean, all the suggestions you guys are coming up with is actually really good. So, maybe just kind of send them out and let us know. It's just something we're kind of throwing around and trying to figure out, what we can call them, and just something to look at you and make it different, I guess.
So I like this, and I looked at it, trying it. Like I called the first one a Cat 1 Hurricane. For Hurricane class, that was, that's cool. We have Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, but none of the rest of them are called Hurricane, so I didn't do it. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, if you have an extreme build, you'll have one. But depends on what your extreme build is. If it's really extreme to us, we don't have very many.
I mean, there's a couple.
Yeah, we have a few. Not that many.
B Junior, B Senior.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of good ideas. Like I said, you guys just gonna let us know. The only thing that's extreme about you, Jesse, is your mouth. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, God. I couldn't help that one. Baby boomer class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the baby classes, we have only the baby boomer SPL music, because the baby boomer port, them baby boomers, most of them will beat any of y'all in Port Wars anyway. So they can just go on the regular Port Wars. And we have a baby boomer SPL on music, a 30-second average. I don't really care if that's a burp or if it's an average. So if anybody's got any input, they'd rather have one of those or not, I'm open to that. I just felt like the kids in the lane would get more enjoyment out of a 30-second average run rather than a burp run, when their burps are almost just like Port Wars anyway.
Absolutely, I agree.
You mean this final's the one coming up?
Yes, he's talking about this year.
Yeah, you just badger Jimmy until he answers it. I give Jimmy a link.
He's such a liar.
I'm not. I'm serious. You have a link.
Go to www.basewars.org and you can find it out. That's what he's saying.
They can't see that page. Only you can.
Whatever.
I'm serious. You don't remember?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Let me just show you here. Let me find it.
He's such a fibber.
Right. Oh, that'd help if I did that, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let's go.
Where's finals? Depends on where you're at. There's final. The finals is actually October 7th. And there's going to be probably, it sounds like 6 or 7 different places. Billy hides all the information, Chris. He doesn't want anybody to know it. He's got it all encrypted and put all in his back files. And yeah.
I'm going to give you some gifts right now. Let me see. I done lost y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. Hold on.
Exactly. Well put. Well
all right. So now let me go to the present. Share screen. A window. That window.
Depends on what location you're at. Some of us will be doing a show the following day, some won't. So you'll have to get a hold of your local judge.
Yeah. So Jimmy.
Sir.
This is the page, this is the hidden page that you have access to. And here's all the people, their member numbers, and all of the classes that they run in. There's that. It's there for you.
Huh. Okay. So there you go, guys. There's there.
So you guys just have to call Jimmy.
Just call Billy and he'll tell you everything you need to know. That's what I'm going to tell you when you call me is you better call Billy.
Yeah. Call Jimmy and he can give you the information if you're qualified or not. Because
yes, Donnie, I'm pretty sure I will be doing a show the day after finals. It'll be on Sunday. Yes, sir. I'm still waiting to get that locked down 100%, but as of now, I would say 80% yes.
Yeah. So the reason, there's a bunch of reasons. One is just so I can't be bothered, right? But the other is Jimmy might know that your 5 different names you used in the competitions, right? So let's see, Chris Mills. Let's say he used Chris Mills one competition, and maybe he used retard the next one, and maybe Jimmy typed in whatever. Y'all will know this better than me. So right. If you were Team Sundown one week, Team Defmonts the next, and so you put your name Team Defmonts Chad, Team Defmonts Chad, or Team Sundown Chad, Team Kicker Chad. Right. If you didn't have a member number getting put into the computer at the time, then you just have to sift through all this. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There's that. Right.
So what where will they be able to figure all that out though?
They won't. They literally have to contact you. You have to figure it out. And there's that link that I just showed you that you have. It's
right now, y'all are screwed then because I work way too much. I don't have hours to sit and play on a computer. It ain't gonna happen. So you better
Right.
look back your information and give me the shit yourself.
They don't have access to this, but
They
you
can
do.
go back to all the shows and Photoshop or whatever, screenshot all their photos where
Right.
they had. I don't know what to tell you, but
Well, I guess technically they could go back looking through the graphics.
because there's no way in hell I'm digging through hours and hours of data
Had
and
people
to find your shit. Not gonna
had
happen.
people had members and member numbers put in originally, then we just boom, pull up member number, bam, we can tell them everything we'll know. But those of you that waited, it's there. We got the information, but
I don't know what else to tell you. To be honest, because it's not
get
happening.
that membership early and put the member numbers in there. Best class due to under the rear seat. Best class due to under the rear seat. That's almost got to be a sniper build. Sniper.
Probably. So what are we gonna do come finals? How am I gonna know if that person is qualified for?
You can go through this list right here, and you will be able to do it because we can sort it by member number, right? And you can look right there when you put them all together if they got 5 or whatever.
What do you mean? It tells you their name and how many shows they've been to.
Well, it's like you can sort it by member number. So you can look right there and say if they got 10, they'll all be right there together if you sort it by the number.
I can just type in their number itself.
Well, you can look at it. You can scroll and look at it and just count that they got 5. And the class is right next to it. It's not going to be an easy thing. They definitely want to reach out to you early if possible. This is what I've been telling you.
This is going to be a problem.
I started warning people 2 months ago.
I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be a problem because I don't have hours to sit and play on the computer. I work my ass off day to day. So
Right.
I'm just telling you right now. Don't be mad
That's
at me.
why I told you a month ago, 2 months ago. I've been like, need to get on it. Need to get on it. So if the member numbers weren't put in the computer, then they're not going to be there.
What do you mean if the member numbers weren't put in?
If you didn't put the member numbers in the computer when they were running, there's no member number to sort, right?
None of all year long, there was not a member number put into any of my shows.
That's
all
why
year
I've been
long.
telling you for a month. Need to work on it. 2 months. Need to work on it. Need to get the member numbers. I mean, that's what they're for, right? Note 1.
Y'all need to remember your own member numbers because I'm not doing it.
Speaking of that, member numbers.
I'm not doing it.
Well, let me see here. Let me show you where, and you guys can find this. Let me see.
We're going to have a lot of pissed off people this year. I'm telling you right now. We're going to have a lot of
It is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Let's see. Members. Right here is a list, and I updated this list today, and this is open to everybody. This is open to everybody. This is all the members we have. Hopefully, I'm trying to find a way to put our normal results on a spreadsheet that you guys can get to. But the problem with that is once we get so much data on there, it loads so slow, especially if you're on a phone, just loads slow and not really good for you guys to look. And that's the reason I create the graphics for our awards. just don't have a good way to display the results for you. So I make the graphics.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Jeremy, I have not been able to YouTube enough to get that to work properly for me. I can make a database, no problem. Getting the website to interact with it and query it is so far out of my skill set. I tried it for a while and I was like, man, no. So then I started YouTube and trying to figure out how to do a spreadsheet because people want the information. And so I learned a spreadsheet quicker than I could learn coding, database type thing, which is database not too hard, but coding the website to work with it, a back end, man, that's really beyond me. So we're just not there yet. Hopefully by the end of next year, I hope we have a nice website that just kind of makes this easy. So if any of you code, come help, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Y'all are laughing and thinking it's funny. I'm going to have a lot of pissed off people contacting me here in about 3 minutes. And I'm going to tell them
They'll surely wait till tomorrow.
And I'm going to tell you, all y'all, I can't help you. You better dig through the data yourself because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's beyond me to be able to do that much.
I don't have time.
That's what I was telling you about hiring my daughter to do. But
well, and that's what I heard.
Now.
I mean, honestly, I have not. There's not been one show that I did all year long that anybody has ever had a member number put in.
Right, I know. That's the reason I started saying something months ago. I was like, man,
I never heard that. I'm telling you right now, I never heard that come. I don't know if I overlooked it or didn't hear it, but
Well, that's the whole purpose of the member number. A key identifier is what we needed.
Right.
But if it don't get put in,
I don't even know where to put it in at on the computer.
Note one. We had this conversation, man, a long time ago.
Well, that's all I can say is y'all need to do it.
Melissa said she'll work for you.
Well, you guys can contact Melissa. Maybe she can help you guys out because I can't. I'm telling you now. There's just no way possible. No way possible. I'm sorry. Just not going to happen. Sure. Now blame it all on me. Here it comes. I knew that. So, yep, it's all me. But still, it's not my responsibility to make sure y'all have enough shows at your own. Come right down to it.
Yeah, and also that link, if you are a member, you will have had to fill out the link that I guess, Jimmy, you gave some people the link, right?
Yep. Everybody that is paid for a membership from me has got the link. They've got their own member numbers.
Yep. So they got member numbers. Then you can just sort it by name and put it to them. And I tell you what, I can tell you this right now. Hold on. I can tell you how many members you got. If I can just find that. Let me see here. What do you think, Jimmy, is the
I don't know, because to be truthful with you, I have people from Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Arkansas. I've had people from Minnesota. I can't tell you the average zip code, and that's where it makes it even 10 times harder for me. I don't know. I don't know Nebraska's zip code. I don't know Wichita's zip code. Hell, I barely even know my own damn zip code half the time.
Yeah, but the reason I do zip code is because they are geographical and they are close. So yours start, I think, in 50 roundabout.
Well, what about Iowa? Paul Nacer's in Iowa. We've got Jamie Browski that's in Nebraska.
His is 51, but I said yours starts in 50.
No, I was just kind of throwing them out there.
Yeah. So, and then Jamie's Brennis Long. All right. So hold on. So total right now that I have filled out that link for you ain't but, hold on. Let me count them. But I'm going to do it on another page because I don't want to mess up my page. Let's see. Let's see here.
The best things I can say to you guys is if you have an award, hopefully you remember what month it was in and go back and look under Base Wars and hopefully screenshot it and bring me them screenshots, and maybe together we could work, or holler at Melissa and maybe she can have some time to help you guys. I don't know.
It ain't like you got a lot. You ain't got but 35 total members.
So, all you guys that need to, I mean, I would be honest with you. If, like Billy says, we have 35, I would say probably 15 or 20 of them know that they have enough points. They know they've kept, whoever's really, I hate to say this, but whoever's paid for their membership was serious about coming to finals. So if you have enough points. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and dig through the information and figure it out come finals and figure out something, but if you've been to enough shows.
It's pretty easy. You'll be able to look at that sheet that I just showed you and look at that name and see how many they got. It's not very hard.
Shit, who knows with you, Paul? You put down 15 different names at each show you went to. It's Paul Nacer one time. It's number 2 the next time. It's Jimmy's daddy the third time. It's, I don't know. You put down some weird names each time you go to a show. And that's hurting.
This is why it's kind of important to use the same name, but also this is why we wanted so hard for people to be members, because you could just search that member number if it was put in, which years wasn't put in. But next year, put the member numbers in, and maybe people will know to get the member numbers early,
Yeah. Don't know how.
Now, I have done a lot of work already.
What do you mean you don't know? Don't know how we get what?
So as I found people become members, I went and found most of their, the names that I knew and put that number on them. I've been doing that for the last month or two. But if I don't recognize the name, if you run something that not right there, then I couldn't do it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sheet makes it easy. It's not going to be hard.
I mean, you guys will be able to figure it out. And, thankfully Melissa is offering to help, so that'll help out a little bit. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, everybody, and I'm sorry to be rude. I don't have any spare time. I really honestly don't have any spare time.
Just from now on, put those member numbers in note 1, and it won't be a problem in the future.
Well, I mean, y'all better give me your member numbers, because I'm not digging up your member number at each show. I'm not doing that either. So
Well,
you
it's
better
right
write
here
them in.
online. It's right there. It's on.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying they better learn their member number when they fill out
Well,
that piece of paper.
they can look at it right there online. It's there at any time. They ain't got to memorize it. Though it's not hard. It's just a zip code and a few numbers after, or the first 2 digits of a zip code.
Simple 5 shows each class you want to compete at finals. I mean, that's what I said, Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I said, let's be truthful. 90% of the people that has paid for their membership understand that they know they need the 5 shows or they need whatever. Billy, do you still make the membership cards?
We don't. We haven't been making the member cards.
Right. No, I understand. He is kind of right. I wish we could figure out a way to, I don't know. Well, it's just, there's just so many of them now. That would be hard as hell for Billy to keep up with all them numbers.
No. Well, we got them. We got them here. It's not a problem. But yeah, we got them. They're right there. It's right there for them to go on the website and find that number. It's by their name, I wish let me see something right quick. Like, hang on, and I'll show you why I quit making the cards. Right back.
Yeah, the member number never changes. I will say that. If you guys learn what your member number is, say you pay for a member number this year, and you next year and the year after, it always stays the same. Even if you say you paid for it this year and you didn't pay next year, but you paid for it the following year, it's still going to be the same number. He doesn't give that number out to anybody else, and that's your number. So it is just your number and number up. Members need access to the websites for the info, like the results and stuff. Well, I mean, eventually he's going to try to make that happen, but it's a lot of time and money that we just don't have right now. Well, I mean, if you can't memorize your number, then maybe you need to take a picture of it and screenshot it and put it on your phone, or write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your thing until he gives them. I mean, I understand. Yeah, cards would be nice, but in that same sense, I mean, if you look online and you figure when he sends you that form, he gives you that form right there. It tells you what your member number is right then and there.
Well, no, I email.
Well, I mean, when you email that to him,
so you can look in your email, but see,
yeah, there you go. Look at your email, and that tells you.
These are the metal cards I was making, sublimating them. Yeah, it does take some time to make them. I'll hold it up here, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but they fade. And I didn't know that when I started making them, but they fade and they look bad after years. This one, well, I put 2018 on this one. So, with 22, it's just it looks faded and bad, and it's not by itself.
That's not a bad idea. Make everybody a little bitty sticker for the inside of their window that has their member number on it. That's actually not a bad idea, Jeremy. Seriously, like a little bitty window, like your oil change sticker that you get. If you had a little bitty sticker like that on the inside of your window that had your member number on it,
yeah,
that's not.
We did these one year. This is
I still have mine. I still have mine. Yeah.
Yeah. But so what I did not know at the time, and probably any of you guys that have those old metal tag plates, I bet they're starting to fade as well. That's another reason we went to the plastic ones. But
you just had to put it on a window that you don't blow all the time.
Look bad, We hate to do all that and then they look bad. I do.
Yeah, no, I agree. Put it on your damn dash then. If you're going to blow your window out all the time, put the sticker on your dash. Find somewhere that's not going to blow out and be taken. Put it on your damn cluster. There you go.
All right. Member number is not a problem. Anybody that wants to can pull up their phone, look on the website, and there it is.
It shows their member number and all that stuff right there already, right?
Yeah, I'll show you again. Let me see here. Share screen, window. Sure. So here's the website right there. It says members. Click that. Boom.
Click your name and boom.
Real simple.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'll have that rolling at finals, because if you pull up in the lanes and say, "Hey, my name's William Adams," like right there at the bottom, and I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, you don't here." I'm gonna click on this. Do you have enough shows?
So just knowledge for you. This right here comes from the link that y'all fill out. That's where all this comes from. This data comes from that.
Where's my name on there?
You must have didn't fill the link out.
Whatever. I was the very first member ever.
You must have didn't fill it out this year.
No, I didn't have to go refill it out every year, do I?
Oh,
Right
yeah,
there, Jimmy
you got to fill out every year.
Jimmy,
As a matter of
you
fact,
passed me.
I spent a little time today preparing next year's.
You passed me already. Go back to my name, damn it.
Is it on here?
Yeah, you actually did. It was Jimmy Pittman. I seen it there as you roll by it. Right there. One more down. 0000001. Down.
Wow.
Down. All right. Nope. Stop. Back up.
Oh yeah. You must have did fill it out.
Click on that. How many shows I got? We're joking.
But yeah, so here they all are. They're easy. So there may be one person that's
There may be if you guys are look at that and say that you're questioning, excuse me, like you're questioning a show that's not on there, please reach out to me or reach out to Billy or to your local judge. And no one's perfect by any means. If something happened or something got overlooked and a show got overlooked, just reach out to us and we'll figure it out one way or another.
I will tell you, Jimmy, you have one guy in your area that he paid his money a long time ago, and he did not want to be on the list. He didn't want anybody to know. And so he's not on this list. So you got one extra guy.
Well, that's, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, if, like, say, for instance, you believe you have 5 shows, but it's only registering 4, and one show that's, say you went to Jimmy's birthday bash, and it's not registering your name, and that you was there, you can reach out to me or reach out to Billy, and I can go back and look at that one show.
And
don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to go back and look through every show.
And listen, if you'll get your membership early and have Jimmy put the membership number in, it don't matter what your name is. Right? That's the reason we did this, remember? We needed a key identifier, and that's why people use member numbers.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. It is. We'll figure it out. But we will figure it out for sure. It happened to me, but a little different story. Thanks for the help. We'll get you taken care of, Isaac. I've already spoken with Billy on that situation, and we'll figure that part out. Trust me, we'll get you taken care of on that. I promise you. He works in IT security. Oh, whatever, Pippin, mister. He works for IT. He should be helping us out.
Right.
Just because you work for a different organization don't mean you can't help me out, damn it. Pippin.
Right. Yeah. Look, I'm telling y'all, the website here sucks. It does. I admit it. But I'm not a coder. It's been a lot of years since I coded anything, and this is about the best I got. This is not we call it, point and click kind of. It's not even that. This is this is built with Drupal, which is not like some of the other websites that you know of. that what's the WordPress? This is not a WordPress thing, so it's a challenge for me. Well, Jimmy, let me find what's going on this weekend, and we'll call it a night. What do you think?
I have a show in Grand Rapids, Nebraska. I believe that's where it's at. I can't remember the exact name of the location. I'm sorry, guys, but I know it's in Nebraska. Sorry, my wife's blowing my phone up now. Grand Islands, Nebraska. There it is. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate that.
So, looks like
I have thoughts about using Wayne. He won't let us. I'm just going to say that, Pippin. He won't let us.
Something going on here. What month is this? September, right? It's September.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Superfest is happening at the Lawrence County Fairgrounds in Bedford, Indiana.
I know that's so weird. We have Superfest down here, and now you guys got a show called Superfest.
Yeah. This was well, I won't go there, but getting down on the farm in South Dakota. Get that. Dan was not being mistruthful. Killer Sounds. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's September. What?
Today's the 11th.
Yeah, I guess the 17th. Yeah, it's this weekend.
17th would be Sunday. Yes, sir.
That's
when my
Sunday.
show is.
Also, Base Wars Rumble on the Island in Grand Isle. Is that you?
That's me.
Yeah, that's
yes,
you. Sir. Let's see. And then we also have Base Fest. Wow, is Richard? I'm confused, but looks like Richard's could. No, I'm sorry. No, this will be Javon in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, September Base Fest this weekend, and then so hey man, that's it for this weekend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows this weekend.
Right. Gee, sorry, my phone's blowing up there. Stop.
Right.
But no, I mean, when it comes down, Melissa will help you guys. I will try to help you as much as possible. I don't have a lot of time, so just be patient with me. You can reach out to my wife. She can possibly help you a little bit, but she doesn't have much time either. So she gonna choke me, but you know, it is what it is.
She probably got it all memorized. She's sharp.
She's smarter than me for sure. I don't know why the hell she married a dumbass like me, but hey, she with me. I love her.
She crosses her T's and dots her I's as good as anybody in our organization.
She's definitely the rock of my my old fortress here. Without her, I'd be fucked. Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a great weekend. You know, definitely have some good times this weekend. Great shows, it sounds like. And, you know, we're definitely growing, and we're definitely have a lot of growing to do.
We have growing pains. We are all experiencing them together. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I would just say, as of now, is a learning curve, everybody, me included. When you come up this weekend at Grand's Rapid, whatever, Grand's Island, Nebraska, and fill up that score sheet, I'm going to ask you where your member number is. If you don't have your member number written on there, that's not my part. I'm going to look at you. Baby.
And then tell Tanya to put it in note 1.
I'm going to look at you 100%, Jamie Brodowski, and ask you where your member number is. Yeah. If you don't have it, that's your own fault because I'm not looking for it. Love you, but
Right.
it's not my responsibility. Thank
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well,
you,
surely
Jeff. Really
y'all have
appreciate it.
electricity up there and internet, and they can just look right there on the.
Yeah, they can look on their phones. Worst case scenario.
If you have filled your link out, it should be on there.
Jamie, I believe, is actually one of the lucky ones that got one of the lanyards, the plastic ones, like I have.
Yeah.
He's been here
Probably.
from day one. That's my
Yeah.
pro dog. So he probably has number one in his actual area. Now that you say that, in his zip code, he probably has the 01. Because
Maybe.
he was probably the first one in Nebraska, so he probably has the 01. No, sir,
Yeah.
I didn't. Who got the who had it before you, Jamie? Wow, now I'm curious. Who?
What is Jamie's zip code?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. I really don't know.
Well, what did I do with my little sheet here? Let's see.
Jamie, what's your zip code?
That's okay. I got it right here. 66.
My zip code, yes, to an extent, Pippin. 68455 is Jamie's. I think it's like the last 3 digits of your zip code. Is that what it is?
Oh, okay. That'd be a different
First.
page. Let me see here. 6801 is Adrian Pinair, but I don't think Adrian is a member of the.
Adrian is in Kansas.
Well, his zip code is 67. My bad. It's Luke Beak. Remember him? BEAK. BE''AK.
No, I don't. Yes, Jesse, you never get rid of that member number. If you're a member this year and you don't buy one next year, but you buy one the following year, it's still going to be the same number. He does not give your member number out to anybody else. It stays yours.
Unless I screw up, which I have done a couple times.
Well,
I had to change people's numbers. But I got me a good system down now. And so, like, there's actually, I'm missing a whole group of people in your area, Jimmy. 650001 is Ben Furlong. But for some reason, Tony Wagner is number 11 after that. So where all those people were in between there, I either lost them or I numbered, everybody else wrong. And so if somebody with 6'5", if somebody with 6'5" comes on and they're new, they'll get number 2.
Well, I mean, it happens.
Tony is a member.
Yeah, Tony's a member. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and he's right, because that Ben and Tony Poncho live nowhere near. Ben Furlong lives in, damn it, where's he at? He's somewhere down farther in Missouri.
Tony's is 650000, right? And the other number I gave you, well, yeah, they both start with 65. That's the state. In most, like Mississippi's all 39. So really it's a state code,
I gotcha.
But some states have more than one.
Yeah,
California's got a bunch.
Oh, that's weird.
Like most of the people in Louisiana, their numbers start with 70. All the zip codes would be 70 and then some other stuff.
See, like Ben's in Fulton, Missouri, and Tony is in KC is 64. Oh, see, there's my wife. See, whatever.
Yeah. So so you got some 6'4s. You got Justin Lachey or Lashley. How you say that? Lashley?
Lasley, I believe.
Yeah, he's number 9.
I never say
6409. Jeremy Mott is number 3.
Number 3. Yeah.
The guys that have number 1 and number 2 are not members right now. Anthony Cook and Brandon Boland, but they're not members this year.
Not members this year, yeah.
Steve Reese is not a member. Blair Branson's not a member. I don't have a member on Nick Brewer. So if he's done it,
he has done it. I'm 99% sure he has. Mama, you better figure that out. I know you're watching.
Right. Let's see. Hold on.
Donovan 6504. Yeah, see, I'm 6'4". 6'4", 104. Blair and Nick have one.
Yeah, I don't see where Nick has filled out unless he would have used a nickname.
No, it would have been Nick Brewer. Not unless he filled it out under Nicholas, which I doubt it because he always uses Nick.
No, I don't have any. I don't have any of those.
66102. I'm 66104. Almost said I know I did.
But anyway, that's kind of skivvy on the how the numbers are made. Yeah, I'm pretty confident Jesse's good. Let's see here. So let me give you an example. Let's use Jesse. So I can go to Jesse's name and I can find him. Let's see here.
Jesse Johnson.
Let's see. Oh, no wonder. That's Jessica Johnson. Not accurate.
Yeah, that's right. Dick did fill it out, and he filled out one for the team too as well. I want to say he did it the same day.
Who's that?
Nick Brewer. He filled out one for Team Flatlands as well, the same day.
If he did it, he ain't filled out the link. What's Jesse's member number?
Jesse Johnson?
Yeah.
I don't know. His zip code is 66064. I don't know. I don't know his member numbers.
So, all right, I put his number in. I'm going to share this with you just for fun, right? This is how easy it is when we do it right.
Here's Jesse's number right there. He just sent it to you.
Look at all those. See, we got all his stuff. So some of your people I have went and found already. You know, as they became members, I went back and hunted their stuff. You know, so there's Jesse's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beasts. 1, 2, 3, 4 hot seats.
He did a hot seat this weekend.
And it's not in here yet. Y'all's data from this weekend is not in here yet. So, and so if there is another one somewhere that I didn't put his member number next to, then, they could be in there.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a challenge, but not much. You only have 35 people. Not difficult.
We'll figure it out one way or another.
But just knowledge for you. We have 6,000 entries that we have to sift through. So if we got a name that we think maybe we could look, that's good. We can sort it by class. So like if
Stay stealth.
Stealth. Right. Let's find stealth. Y'all see it? Am I looking over it?
I don't like it.
They're not in alphabetical order most of the time. There it is. All right. So it's slow to pull up, but
nobody's in stealth. Everybody won.
Right. Well, that's not good, is it? It's probably one of these other things. Or
you can filter by name. Is what Pippin said.
Yeah, it'll filter by name. By there it is, stealth. So here's all of our stealth people. So
there you go.
Now, you saw the message I sent out earlier. If a judge put this stealth in there, not spelled like that, or a capital letter, or spelled wrong, then it'll list him it won't list him here, you know?
As far as their name?
Well, like let's just use you for an example. If you had misspelled stealth in your computer, in your classes, and we pulled up stealth, and that data is not here. If you'd spelled it STAE by mistake, then it wouldn't be in here. I'd have to go up and find the way you spelled it and search it. I try to correct as many of these I can, on the fly.
All mine are saved into the computer.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I ask all the judges, like if the judge puts in stealth and he puts it all caps or something different than what that is right there, then it creates a whole nother class in here, and it kind of makes it harder to find the data. So I try to fix it. But once I get y'all, that's the reason I tell all the judges, y'all, to put them in exactly the way they're on the sheet. And this is why. So I got a better one for you. Let me give you an example. Let me see here. Ooh, man, that's big. I didn't want to do that. All right, let's see here. Present. Share screen. Window. Now, I know it'll be kind of hard for you guys to see at home, and look, I realize this is a shortcoming of Base Wars because we don't have a effective website, but you see how right here we got unleashed trunk, but really it says truck, right? So it created that class on our top 10s, and those people would normally have been right here. So then I have to go hunt and fix. All right, so see this one up here, it's all caps, and they added the frequency. That's kind of a cool thing because when people are running, you get to know what class you're looking at the screen, you see what they're running. But what that does is that creates a whole nother class. So when I go and sort for your stuff and it shows you're not in there, it's because this is there. And so this is the growing pains, y'all, that Base Wars is fighting with. And that's why data is it's hard for us. We just don't have the technological stuff that we should to be able to do what you guys are used to, but we're getting there. Now, see, I'll show you where Isaac is going to benefit from something here. Isaac's number is
6500017.
Yeah. So 6500017. All right. And let me change that class. Back to all.
If you have to type the class. I appreciate that, but I actually have all mine like saved on the computer. So when after I send him the file and I just hit load user saved, it automatically loads everything back up into the term lab that's already been saved.
All right.
And I hope it's all right because
And
me and Billy,
everybody's
me
that
and Billy
way.
went through it all together. So I hope it's all right.
Yeah, it's good.
But I appreciate that, Pippin. Thank you. Maybe one of these days we're gonna have to get together and just kind of chit chat, though. For sure. I'm sure, there's still a couple things you could teach me. You know, you're old and been a judge for years. I will have my member number on my final at the windshield. There you go. There you go. Everybody get a shoe. Remember the shoe? How you used to get the shoe markers, like it used to they whiten your shoes up or whatever. Am I that old? Fuck, yes I am. But where you used to get the shoe colors, everybody get the shoe color and write your member number on top of your windshield, so when you pull up, I can just look it up.
Let's see here.
Aren't you? No, you're older than me, Pip, but I don't know what you're talking about. No, I think I got you. I got you by 2 years, sir.
It was Isaac we were looking for.
Yeah, Isaac. Scrunchfield or Scrunchfield? I don't know exactly how to. I always say Scrunchfield, and I know I'm probably
all right. So I'm gonna share something right now. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna show you, Isaac. It's a good thing that you talked to us on this show, right? Benefits come to those. Let's see, present, share screen, window. Let's go with this one. All right. So here is Isaac's name right here, right? And there's no member number on there, right? Correct. That's why when I was trying to use the member number to pull him up, it wouldn't pull him up. Right here. No, not that one. Let's go with that one. Nope, not that one. Master filter. So when I put his number was what, Jimmy? 65. Where was it? It was in the comments.
6500017.
When we put it, so we get nothing, right? All right. So now that's because he don't have his member number in there. So 6500017. Now, if I go over here and do this again, there it is. Now I'll just come over here. Now that we found him, see, now boom, I can just copy it down. All right. So we got him. Now, boom, look. That's why the member number is important.
3, 4. Yeah, that's okay.
And that's assuming that his name is not spelled differently. Like I saw Isaac, you know, and some other things that could be him. I don't know.
Well, me and Mama generally call at the end of the day to please come up and check your spelling on your name and everything else. So
that's a good thing.
Most of the time they catch us because, you know, I'm known for fat fingering a couple of names or something.
Well, it ain't even that. Also, people write like crap. Everybody types now. Nobody can write. So it's hard to read that writing. So, but y'all, if you fix it in that computer that day, that stops it from going on the graphic wrong. That stops it from, you know, lots of other wrongs.
Absolutely.
So
that just made Isaac made number 36.
Right.
So yeah, I'm wondering how many are already like that. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. So this is not a real good example because I've already fixed it, but I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys what I do, what takes me so long, and I'm embarrassed to tell you this. It's not I'm saying this, I'm not proud not to say I work hard. I'm just telling you we don't have the technology to be. We don't have a good way yet, but we're getting there. So this right here is when I bring the scores in from the term lab, I bring them in here. They're not in this format. They are actually, I don't know if I can share this. So this is the way it looks in the term lab when I get it. So you'll notice, actually, yeah, you notice how there's not even a first, second, and third here. So I have to come in here. This is kind of a bad example. Let me find another one. Here's one. What are all these numbers, So this right here is the place. So I have to go and renumber all the places. I have to reformat all this to make it look like, no, that's my new sheet. To make it look like this so that I can bring it into my sheet that's got your member number and all this stuff. And this is the data that I put in another sheet that will display the top 10s and stuff. But so I come over here and I reformat that data to look like this. And then I come over here yet again and massage it around again to put it in the format that I put on the graphics. So I take this data, I would say take from here, down here, and I'd copy that into Adobe Illustrator. And when I copy it into Adobe Illustrator, it's all jacked up again. So I have to reformat it. And then I have to convert it to outlines. And then I take copy from there into Photoshop. And then I make the graphic that you guys see. That's what it takes, all that to make those graphics. And I wouldn't be doing all that if I had a better way for you guys to get the data. But I don't have a better way yet.
See, I think you need to talk to Pippin. I think Pippin can help.
Where can I import it to? Where can I import that to? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm importing it into those Google Sheets right there or in Excel. But we don't have I don't know if you guys import to TermLab or Term Pro, the website, or not, but we don't. So definitely educate me. I am down for some education.
We got Matthew Brown in the house finally.
Right?
Nah, he had issues, Went out to eat with
a lot of spaghetti, didn't he? Like me, he likes spaghetti.
He went out to eat with the kids, It is what it is. Trust me, I understand that.
Yeah. So, Pippin, I think that's a phone conversation for us. I'd love to have that conversation.
Pippin, I think Pippin might be able to help you, Not only is he a computer guy, he also runs,
Oh, he's our new web guy.
He also works with a different organization.
Yeah, it don't matter.
No, Pippin's a great guy. I love Pippin to death.
Yeah.
That's my homie. All right, Matthew, you're off the hook for tonight. Right. Next Monday night, Matthew Brown will be live. No excuses.
Right.
And he's got to find a couple special guests to come on with him. I'm just throwing that out there right there. There you go. Me, Matthew, and all his special guests and Billy will be on live next week.
Actually, I won't be here next Monday. So it's good that you have Matt. And I think we ought to just call it the Matt Show and let Matt come on every Monday.
We just let Matt do it by himself.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. I'm just joking.
Yeah. We just hired Matt and Tiffany. The salary's really bad, but
All right, Matt, next Monday, me and you and whoever else you can get.
That's a good deal.
Got someone in mind. All right, there you go. See, it's me and Matt next Monday. And the following Monday after that will be
don't do it.
Will be a very special guest. Very, very special guest. Trust me, y'all want to be here for that one. But y'all want to be here next week for Smiles himself, Matthew Brown.
Right.
Come on.
I think Matt would be good to have the following week with the other guests too.
I know my number issued last year because I had 6 versions of my name in the system. Well, that's your own fault. That's your own fault.
He did. But hey, so I went through his name. I remember I went through his name and fixed all his.
That was his own fault. I don't even want to hear that. I don't care.
Right. I went and fixed most everybody that if I saw, I've been looking at this data for months, man. I have been looking at it for months. So I fixed everybody that I know of. I know there's a couple people. So what happens is I'll be scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, oh crap, there's one from that guy that I did, 30 minutes ago. But I'm fixing somebody else right now, and I'll get back to him, and then I forget who it was. So there could be one or two that I missed, but
see, and like Billy said, you can eliminate 90% of that just by getting your member number and knowing what that is and putting it on the piece of paper. Yeah. You fill out your piece of paper and you put 000017, you're good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, no matter if you misspelled it or not, you're still getting them points because it's your right member number.
Yeah, that's right. Now, once you got the member number, it don't matter what you write on there. Mm-hmm. I'd still be careful, but don't matter. But count the zeros. That's important too.
I don't have my member number, Riveress. Well, go back and look at your email. Like he said, he sent you an email with that. Until we can figure out a better way to get that around.
Let me see here. Well, actually, he don't even have to have it. He can look on the website. But let me see.
You should be able to just type in his name, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I can look on the website and get his number. Oh. That's the way I would do it. Even me,
right?
Having all this, I think I deleted all the page with all the members' name on it. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. Let's see here. Oh, I just saw it. There it is. There. I just sent him an email. All right, sir. You falling asleep on me?
No, sorry. I got 15 people blowing my phone up already.
Yeah, well, we got about 5 of them this weekend. 5, wasn't it, Jimmy? 5, 6, 4, 5?
I want to say 5 at least. 5 at least, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
So, yeah, definitely have it. I don't have the email generated response. My member number is listed.
That's okay. I just sent you an email. Just sent it to Ricky something was the email I sent it to. Yeah. I don't know, Wes. Let me look. I lost the
what did you say?
Facebook. There it is. Let's see. This weekend we got Bedford, Indiana, South Dakota, Las Vegas, Grand Isle, Phoenix, Arizona. That's it. Nowhere close to you this weekend unless Indiana's close to you.
I'm doing the Grand Islands.
Yeah. All right. Man.
Sorry.
You ain't sent us home yet? I'm hungry, man.
We're sitting in this home now.
What I had to do? I do anything, or you do it? I don't remember.
No, I'll do it all.
Okay.
All right, thank
See
you guys.
later.
Have a great night. Peace out.